Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of extraordinary individuals to uncover the intricacies of human character and the timeless lessons that their experiences impart. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the life of Vincent van Gogh, the renowned Dutch post-impressionist artist whose vibrant brushstrokes and evocative landscapes have captivated art lovers for centuries. Born on March 30, 1853, in the picturesque village of Zundert, nestled among the rolling hills and heathlands of Brabant, Vincent van Gogh entered the world as the eldest son of Theodorus van Gogh, a Protestant pastor, and Anna Cornelia Carbentus. The family's modest home, with its thatched roof and surrounding gardens, would become a recurring subject in Van Gogh's early drawings and paintings. As a child, Vincent was deeply influenced by his father's faith and the natural beauty of the Brabant landscape, which would later shape his unique artistic vision. Vincent's childhood was marked by a close relationship with his younger brother, Theo, who would become his confidant and supporter throughout his life. The brothers spent countless hours exploring the countryside, collecting insects and watching birds, developing a deep appreciation for nature that would later inform Van Gogh's art. Their parents encouraged their curiosity, providing them with books, art supplies, and music lessons, fostering an environment that nurtured creativity and intellectual pursuits. In 1860, at the age of 7, Vincent began attending the local village school in Zundert, where he demonstrated a keen interest in drawing and languages. However, his struggles with traditional academics led to his transfer to a boarding school in Tilburg, where he faced difficulties adjusting to the strict discipline and academic rigors. Despite these challenges, Van Gogh's passion for art continued to grow, and he spent countless hours sketching and painting, often using the landscape of Brabant as his subject. In 1866, at the age of 13, Vincent left school and returned home to Zundert, where his parents encouraged him to pursue a career in art. With their support, he began taking drawing lessons from Constantijn Huysmans, a local artist who introduced him to the basics of drawing and painting. This period marked the beginning of Van Gogh's formal artistic training, as he learned to observe the world around him with a critical eye and translate his observations into works of art. The following year, in 1867, Vincent moved to The Hague to work as an art dealer at Goupil and Ca, a prestigious art gallery. This experience exposed him to a wide range of artworks and artists, including the works of the Barbizon School and the Impressionists. Although he struggled to succeed as an art dealer, this period marked a significant turning point in Van Gogh's life, as he began to develop his own unique artistic style and vision. As we explore the early life of Vincent van Gogh, we see a complex and multifaceted individual emerging, shaped by his family, faith, and the natural beauty of the Brabant landscape. As Van Gogh's passion for art grew, he became increasingly fascinated with the works of the Barbizon School and the Impressionists, which he encountered during his time at Goupil and Ca in The Hague. This exposure had a profound impact on his artistic vision, inspiring him to experiment with new techniques and styles. In 1880, Van Gogh moved to Brussels to study art at the Académie Royale des Beaux-Arts, where he honed his skills in drawing and painting. The following year, Van Gogh returned to the Netherlands and began to develop his unique post-impressionist style, characterized by bold colors, thick brushstrokes, and a deep emotional intensity. His early works from this period, such as The Potato Eaters, 1885, showcased his ability to capture the struggles and hardships of everyday life with profound empathy and compassion. In 1886, Van Gogh moved to Paris, where he became acquainted with the city's vibrant artistic community, including artists like Paul Gauguin, Émile Bernard, and Toulouse-Lautrec. This period marked a significant turning point in Van Gogh's career, as he began to explore new techniques such as impasto and cloisonnism, and developed a more expressive and innovative style. One of the most notable examples of Van Gogh's artistic innovation during this period is his series of paintings depicting the city's landscapes and gardens, including The Seine with the Pont de la Grande Jet, T88-6, and The Garden of the Asylum, 1889. These works demonstrate his ability to capture the beauty and tranquility of urban spaces, while also conveying a sense of melancholy and longing. Van Gogh's time in Paris was also marked by intense personal struggles, including poverty, illness, and mental health issues. Despite these challenges, he continued to produce an astonishing body of work, driven by his unwavering dedication to his art and his desire to express the depths of human emotion. As we explore Van Gogh's artistic innovations and triumphs during this period, we see a complex tapestry of talent, dedication, and perseverance. His works from this time not only showcase his unique style and vision, but also offer a profound insight into the human experience, reminding us of the transformative power of art to capture the beauty, struggles, and emotions that define our lives. In May 1889, Van Gogh voluntarily admitted himself to an asylum in Provence, France, seeking treatment for his mental health issues. During his time at the asylum, he continued to paint, producing some of his most iconic works, including Starry Night, 1889, and Wheatfield with Cypresses, 1889. These paintings showcase his unique post-impressionist style, characterized by swirling clouds, shimmering stars, and vibrant colors. Despite the challenges he faced, Van Gogh remained dedicated to his art, writing to his brother Theo, "This morning I saw the country from my window a long time before sunrise, with nothing but the morning star, which looked very big." This quote captures the sense of hope and wonder that defined his artistic vision, even in the darkest moments. Tragically, Van Gogh's struggles with mental health ultimately proved too great to overcome. On July 29, 1890, he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the age of 37. The news of his death sent shockwaves through the art world, and it would take years for his work to gain the recognition it deserved. In the years following Van Gogh's death, his brother Theo worked tirelessly to promote his art, organizing exhibitions and advocating for his work. Theo's efforts ultimately paid off, as Van Gogh's paintings began to gain widespread acclaim. Today, he is considered one of the greatest artists in history, with his works selling for millions of dollars at auction. In the words of Van Gogh himself, "If you hear a voice within you say, 'You cannot paint,' then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced." His legacy continues to inspire us today, reminding us of the importance of embracing our passions, pursuing our creative visions, and never giving up in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life of Vincent van Gogh, a true master of the human spirit. That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.